this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Chuck will throw to get us started. And his first pass falls incomplete.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis of this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively, looking for that impact play.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Switch guard. You gotta throw this out.
Chuck's gonna throw here. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Chuck now from the gun. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. That's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So they dodge an opening drive turnover, but this drive could stall out if they don't convert here. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Chuck. Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here comes the Saints punting unit. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Coming out, throwing is Baker. Downfield by Hutton. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
What I like about that game, I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Running left, this is Irving. He can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. He's got a Emeka Egbuka. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Baker now from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team is looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Football on that 47-yard line. First down. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run, and he can get a first down too.
You set it down, score him at the 38. Here's Shell, first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shot working from the gun. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. A little tied up now in the first half.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
This return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Mayfield will look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. On the give, this is Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. but you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the gun, Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing, Baker. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pass it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw if you're about to get smacked.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Irving on the inside give. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that we said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we've got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff here for Miller. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Chuck to throw. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got a 1st to begin the frame. Straight ahead, here's Miller. Drops by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Shuck. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On the give, it's Miller. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Pistol snap here to show. Throw deep to the left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Searching for Gffsl with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Shuck to throw. Back to his wideout, it's a screen. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
And so many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Camara now on 1st and 10. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about 18. They made it 3 yards on the tote. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Give on 2nd to Camara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Alvin Kamara on the touchdown. Matt Prater for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints tie things 10-10. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. Their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the 29. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Irving. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sitting backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Baker now. Has it downfield, working the left. And they make the stop, let's say about the 37-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Here's Baker to throw. On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as a QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's the give to Irving. And this drives him back at a field goal range block as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third and long, Mayfield. Dumps it off to his running back. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Baker. Pulls it at the 7. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
All he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go back for it. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Godwin sent in motion right. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. Only need about half a yard, if that, Bronk. This is 3rd and goal. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Baker Mayfield the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. McLaughlin sacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 10.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Chuck now from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third down, here's Shuck. Throwing the out route complete. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the fair catch made here at the 15.
And taken. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now here's Mayfield. Gets it to him on the screen. Racing up the left sideline. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Gotta be a pretty good actor. Gotta be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, it's Mayfield. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Running back, motioning right. Here we go, second and very long. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
What speaks to this guy's talent is just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
180! Hey, alert 33!
Carry here for Irving. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
Mayfield to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quincy Riley picks it. And the Saints might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. That's what that whole defense screams after an interception. And you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
New set of downs for him at the 38. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. New set of downs for him at the 38. Kamara running out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. They get to Irving, left side. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
As a corner in this league, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, You stick someone like that.
At the 23-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Mayfield now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And start from the 39. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Shuck. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Into the hands of Cole. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The 6-yard line.
Baker throwing again. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Rolling left, buying some time. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11.
Saints 13. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play action, Chunk. He rolls to his right. Looking deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
The first thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Baker now. It's Evans making the catch outright. No one around. He's got space. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Shaheed now to return. Shoots one defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
On play action, here's Shuck. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shuck working from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Not a great result. Well, for the punt team at least, this one down just inside their 40. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
2nd and 10.
Going with Irving here. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They push it forward for a yard. And that brings up 3rd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there.
This is what happens. You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
What took you so long?
Oh, that's 100% a penalty. Yeah, don't let him get away with that.
First and 10 from the 41. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and 2. Avoids the sack. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Now Shuck on 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, to the point of the game, Kate, now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
This work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. That's completed out to the right. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Quick to the left, it's caught. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First and 10 from the 41. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Justin Reed has the INT.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Your defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I am more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Counter give to Kamara. And he's not going to get the 1st. He made it real close, though. Didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, so often, Kate, we talk about the little guys, right? Get them in space. But how about the big guys? When you can out-muscle them and get them the ball quick like that, they can put some yards together and move those chains.
Running left. This is Camara. Into the secondary past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
On the stop. Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
He takes off with it. Second down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And they've got him down to the red zone at the 22. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 35 to figure out.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
He does not get to that line. Look for a moment like he might get there, but nope, fourth down coming up. Thought that this might be 4-down territory for him here, Brock, but they are lining up for a field goal. Prater puts it through, and that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
180!
Running back sent in motion. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Throwing, Baker. Hits him on the out route. And that's a nice chunk of yardage there. How about a 9-yard gain? It's going to be 2nd and 6. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Buccaneers approaching win number 7 on the year. Second and 6 coming up here. Once more, it's Mayfield. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Mayfield to throw again. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing we see NFL defenses do, try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And their lead holds steady at 10.
In any way you look at it, any script you were going to write for a comeback, it started with the field goal. They had to have that right there, and they don't. So you can rip up that script. Not sure there's enough time remaining to find a way to win.
Here's shot, 1st and 10. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different pair.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better and make it another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Chuck now from the gun. Right side, Shaheed's got it. Gain of about 8 here, nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can hit those chains. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
3rd and 2.
Now to throw. Connection made to Shaheed. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First on the ground, it's Woody Marks. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They can stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from New Orleans.